Holloway versus Conor McGregor. It's a badass card. We got a badass summer coming up.
We are so back! It's the main event of UFC 329. The Mac is back. Conor McGregor returns. Finally. I hope this isn't another false announcement where he's going to pull out and things are going to change in a couple of weeks' time. But so far, things look like they're serious.
I'm pumped because we get to see the Notorious, the godly Notorious. He's coming back. He's a big church guy now. So that gives me a little bit of hope that he'll make it to the belt. Now, if he wasn't Mr. Church Guy right now, I would say he's probably not going to make it back to the bout. And I don't know why they did this fight.
The wait is finally over for MMA fans as Conor the Notorious McGregor returns to UFC after more than half a decade. Conor will be fighting Max Holloway at UFC 329 at 170 pounds.
I'm talking about a McGregor fight in 2026. I'm breaking down a Conor McGregor fight in 2026, dude. I actually can't believe I'm saying these words. We're so back!
Even before the official announcement came out, Max Holloway had already shown interest in facing Conor McGregor for his return fight. He made it clear he was open to the matchup at any weight class.
Like I said, man, before the fight I was talking about it. I mean, Conor's there, you know. Conor got one over me. He's talking about coming back. I'm coming off a loss. I mean, it looked pretty fun to get down back, you know, with him. So we see what happens. I know a lot of people are worried about the weight and this and that, but if he doesn't want to cut weight, then I don't want to cut weight. We can do it at any weight, to be honest. It's just about getting it back, you know. So at the end of the day, that'll be a fun fight, but we see what happens. We see what way UFC wants to go, and that's all we can do, you know. Sign me up, man. If 55 is kind of busy right now, we don't know who to pit. I know Conor keep talking about coming back. That'd be a fun fight, you know. That fight really excites me, and weight wouldn't be an issue.
Dana White announced the news during Francis Ngannou walkout at the MVP MMA event. However, Francis Ngannou brushed off the moment, making it clear it did not bother him. He dismissed the situation entirely and showed no concern about the attention shifting elsewhere.
During your walkout, Dana White went live on Instagram and announced Conor McGregor's return. Did you realize that or no? And how do you feel about it?
And what the f do I have to do with that? I mean, so I should stop my workout and look what is going on with?
No, well, people during the week were saying that he was going to announce it.
I don't care, bro. Okay. Let's move on. Life goes on. I'm doing my stuff here. I'm doing good. I have no problem. Everybody can do whatever he wants.
Jake Paul also blasted Dana White for revealing Conor McGregor fight news during Francis Ngannou's walkout, calling the move insecure and unnecessary. He dismissed the announcement entirely and argued it only showed how desperate the promotion was for attention.
Oh, I love it. The cokehead is back. Nice.
Listen.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Cool. Yeah, drop it during our event. Doesn't matter. That just shows how pressed they are. Little insecure boys trying to piggyback off of our event and try to put some news over top of us. It's not gonna work, buddy.
On the flip side, I'm super excited that Conor is back. He's, you know, one of the most engaging characters in the sport, and I think it's good for the sport, right? And I've said this numerous times. The biggest fight outside of Paul Tyson that can happen globally is Paul McGregor. And hopefully Conor is back, and hopefully these two run it in boxing and MMA, and we shatter records all over again. So welcome back, Conor, and thank you, Dana, for bringing him back during the Francis Ngannou walkout. That's beautiful.
Meanwhile, the MMA community is stunned to hear the announcement. Ariel Helwani points out that he had been expecting Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway all along and never seriously considered another opponent for the return fight. He described the rematch as a massive moment for the UFC, especially with McGregor returning after a long layoff and Holloway stepping up in weight for the matchup.
328, I told you from the beginning, it's Conor. He's coming back July 11th. Max Holloway, 175 rounds. I told you this from the beginning. I never even infused another name. I never even interjected with another name. I never even threw out the possibility of another name. It was always Conor, Max, July 11th, International Fight Week, the rematch fight that happened way back when. First UFC on FS1 show, 2013, I believe, in Boston. And so the Mac is back, and it's against Max, and I like the fight. Max has never fought at 170 in the UFC. Conor hasn't fought since 2021. We just saw Mike Perry come back but obviously he's been fighting a bunch since 2020. Conor's not done any fighting, but this is a big deal. This is a big deal for the UFC. It's a big deal for Paramount Plus. They need those subs. They need superstars. And as I said from the beginning, May was a great card. Khamzat and Sean. June, White House. July 11th, International Fight Week. Conor. Philly, August, Islam. That's a great stretch for the company right there.
Ariel Helwani expressed excitement to see how Conor performs after such a long break and expects the buildup around the fight to be huge. He also viewed the matchup as a massive opportunity for Max Holloway, believing the stage and spotlight surrounding this fight are even bigger than his previous major bouts.
So I'm excited to see him back. I'm excited to see how he looks. I think the buildup's going to be fun. I think he's missed it. Genuinely, he's worked very hard to get here. Great opportunity for Max, obviously, after the Charles fight. You wouldn't have thought that he would get an opportunity that was bigger than that one, but here he is. Bigger stage, bigger name, bigger opponent, primetime International Fight Week. And that card will likely have Patty, Gable Steveson. That's big-time stuff. That's old school International Fight Week. So
meanwhile, Chael Sonnen warns that Conor McGregor is entering a deeply difficult situation after a long layoff and serious injury history. He argues that returning from such setbacks typically affects performance, and adds that McGregor would be attempting something unprecedented by coming back after so long and competing effectively at a different weight class. Chael Sonnen said, "Conor is in a real battle here. This injury has only happened to 3 other guys, including Anderson Silva and Corey Hill, and when athletes come back from it, they're never the same. It's a long time out, and you start questioning things. Can my leg take it? Does my offense change? Does my defense change? Nobody has ever been out for 6 years and returned successfully. On top of that, nobody has ever changed weight classes after a return successfully, so Conor McGregor is going to have to do something no athlete has ever done before he's going to have to do 3. Chael Sonnen notes that Conor McGregor was once ahead of Max Holloway at his peak, making the matchup still meaningful despite possible decline. He also recalls McGregor's earlier win in their first meeting. Chael Sonnen added, "The good news is, at one point in his life, he was better than Max. So even if Conor's come down a little bit, at least in theory, perhaps Max is the right opponent. Don't forget they've fought before. It's a rematch of which Conor won." MMA Guru reacts with excitement to the confirmation of Conor McGregor's return and the announcement of his rematch with Max Holloway. He highlights the timing of the reveal and notes the bout's new weight class as a key factor that makes the matchup more intriguing and unpredictable.
Conor McGregor is back. They announced a UFC 329 card as well. Dana White perfectly announced it right in the middle of Francis Ngannou's walkout for his fight on Netflix MMA. Crafty move by Dana White, but they've announced it, dude. It's going down. Holloway versus McGregor 2. I don't know why Holloway's name is first. He lost the first fight, but I guess he's the way more relevant fighter. It's going down at 170 pounds. That makes this interesting, whether you like it or not. I know a lot of people are going to say Holloway by whatever he wants. And I see a lot of comments saying that already. But this being at 170 makes it extremely interesting.
Predicting a winner, MMA Guru leans toward Max Holloway in the matchup with Conor McGregor, but raises concerns about McGregor's added size and how it could affect him in later rounds. He adds that breaking down a McGregor fight at this stage feels unexpected, expressing excitement about the broader UFC landscape and upcoming high-profile cards.
I'm going to go towards Max Holloway, and I'm leaning towards Max Holloway, but I don't know if McGregor's going to at least have 10 pounds on him, dude. He has put on a lot of size. Is that a recipe for disaster for him if this does go into the later rounds? Yes. I'm talking about a McGregor fight in 2026. I'm breaking down a Conor McGregor fight in 2026, dude. I actually can't believe I'm saying these words. We're so back. The White House card, Strickland beats Chimaev. If only Yuri wouldn't have fumbled it. Yuri, you fool. It's all good though, man. We're so back.
Nate Diaz sees the rematch between Max Holloway and Conor McGregor as a long overdue matchup and calls it a strong fight overall. He recalls their first meeting where McGregor had early success, but expects a more balanced contest, this time with both fighters bringing danger.
And any thoughts on Max Holloway and Conor part 2. Do you have any predictions on that fight? It was announced today.
No, that's gonna be a good fight though. About time. Shouldn't they have fought a long time ago?
Yeah.
In a rematch, right?
Yeah.
Because Conor was taking him down the last time, and they both did good. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, Dana announced it while Francis Ngannou was walking out. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good fight.
Thank you.
Nate Diaz revealed that he turned down a UFC return against Conor McGregor despite knowing the promotion was interested in making the fight. He made it clear he had no interest in being part of a comeback storyline built around McGregor.
Some talks with the UFC. Did you consider going back there?
100% I did.
How close were you?
I was pretty close because they always been great since I left too, and they talked to me and met up with me, and we had some talks, and it was good to see them and good to be back, and wheels were spinning just for a MMA fight, MMA return, and get back to what I do, and I know that they wanted the Conor fight right now, and that's not what
Is that what they were offering?
They were insinuating. They didn't offer it, but I think that's what they wanted. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be comeback story for Conor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want Conor back.
Reacting to the matchup, Jorge Masvidal called Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor a huge and exciting fight, but leaned toward Holloway having the advantage in the matchup. He suggested the style pairing could create serious problems for McGregor, while still acknowledging the unpredictability surrounding the fight.
Everybody's also asking what's up with Max Holloway versus Conor. This is crazy. This is good. I think a bad fight for Conor. Really good fight for Max, but shit, let's see what happens. A lot of people are saying it should have been me against Conor. Conor don't want that heat. He knows I'll smoke his ass.
Chris Weidman also points out that Conor McGregor faces major uncertainty after a long layoff and serious injury, questioning which version of him will return. He notes that time away can lead to rust and lost precision, especially with age, making McGregor's comeback highly unpredictable. Chris Weidman said, "Yeah, being out 5 years, there are going to be a lot of questions. He's coming off that fracture in his leg, which isn't easy to come back from. I think that was a big reason he's been out for so long. And as you get older, one of the hardest things is staying precise and not getting rusty during that time off. So there are going to be a lot of questions about what version of Conor McGregor shows up. So it's going to be very interesting." On the other hand, Tim Welch shows concerns about the matchup being held at welterweight, pointing to McGregor's long layoff as a major concern. He breaks down Holloway's versatile striking, durability, and elite 5-round pace, suggesting McGregor may struggle with cardio and sustained pressure in a championship-length fight.
Conor's been out for 5 years, half a decade. Not the best fight to make, in my opinion. Max Holloway is he's one of the most slick guys. He fights southpaw, he fights orthodox, he'll stomp your legs, he'll teep your body, he'll piece you up with his punches. 5 rounds. I know McGregor and those guys were pushing for 3 rounds. Max Holloway is the king at 5 rounds. I know some of his sparring partners. He's got some good southpaw sparring partners that throw their 2 nice and slick and that faster than probably McGregor does at this point. How will Conor's cardio hold up? 37 years old, and we're jumping straight into a 5-round main event.
Tim Welch questions the matchmaking choices involving Conor McGregor, suggesting other opponents like Paddy Pimblett or Jack Della Maddalena would have produced more competitive fights. He argues those matchups would better test McGregor, while still expecting Max Holloway to dominate him over a 5-round fight due to pace, durability, and sustained pressure.
And I just feel like they could have made some sweeter fights. I feel like they could have made some sweeter fights. I feel like Conor McGregor versus Paddy Pimblett could have been a little bit more competitive. We saw Paddy. The Paddy that fought Gaethje, put that Paddy in front of McGregor. How does it go? How does it go? Or, what's your thought on this fight? The former welterweight champion, number 4 in the world at welterweight, Jack Maddalena versus Conor McGregor. Jack's more of an orthodox boxer, not as fast twitch. That would have been a sweeter fight to me, and it would have been, I think, more competitive of a boxing match with 4-ounce gloves. I think Max Holloway is going to batter Conor McGregor.
Analyzing it further, Welch calls it a huge fight, but feels the matchup could have been more competitive. He warns that McGregor may be heading into a difficult night, pointing to Holloway's durability, size at welterweight, and ability to keep absorbing damage while pushing a relentless pace. He once again questions whether McGregor can still produce his peak form after a long layoff.
Okay, so Max is just in it. This is one. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight. I'm fired up. But God, they could have hit something sweeter. This is gonna be a rough day for Conor McGregor. I'm a little bit worried about him. I really am. Early prediction for the fight. I wouldn't be surprised. Conor comes out, cracks him a few times, hits him a few times. Max is still there. 170 pounds. Max's neck, his chin. He's gonna have such a good chin. And we all expect Conor to come back. The same Conor that knocked out Jose Aldo. Boom. It's just it's a different Conor. That Conor was in it. That Conor was living it. He was training every day, trying to improve his mobility, trying to improve his speed, trying to improve everything. This is a different Conor. Max Holloway's still training. We're going to see a vintage Max Holloway. I don't know if we're going to see a vintage Conor McGregor. I would love if we did.
On the other hand, Francis Ngannou called out Jon Jones after his knockout win over Philip Lin, claiming Jones is caged and unable to break free for a potential fight. He suggested Jones wants the matchup, but is being held back and cannot make it happen. Ngannou brushed off the idea that Jon Jones being in attendance added any pressure to his fight. He made it clear that, in his eyes, Jones was simply another spectator watching from the crowd that night.
Coming into the fight, knowing that Jon Jones was going to be here watching you, did that put any pressure on you to come in and just, kind of like want to run through Felipe?
No, absolutely not. Tonight, Jon Jones was just a fan watching the fight.
Perfect.
Just how realistic, is there an actual pathway to get to the Jon Jones fight? We know he's locked into a contract, but what is the actual pathway? Do you see it?
Well, I think it's up to Jon Jones, and I can give you some detail if you want. I've been thinking about it. If I was him, I don't know if there's a sunset on that contract anymore. And by what I know, he signed his contract back in 2023, so 3 years from now. So the sunset is 2 years from now. I mean, I'm just saying. Hypothetically.
Jon Jones also expresses interest in facing Francis Ngannou, but points to promotional barriers holding the fight back. He suggests that a release from his UFC contract would be the key step needed to make the matchup possible.
I wonder if they'd be interested in doing that.
Meanwhile, Jon Jones revealed interest in moving into boxing for the next stage of his career and expressed confidence that a UFC exit could realistically happen. He suggested that getting released from his current contract is far from impossible.
Am I gonna fight again? I don't know. I think getting out of my UFC contract is very, very possible. I need to find the right people and go to the right channels, or just put more effort into it.
Yeah. Well, we all want to see you fight again. We really do. Obviously, there's some stuff behind the scenes that has to happen first.
I really wanted to box. If I were to put all my energy into just my hands and combination and punching power, I think I'd really surprise a lot of people. So
I think I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I would love to box. That'd be a lot of fun.
All right, did you guys hear that, MVP? He would love to box.
That wraps up today's video, and we hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on this potential fight and who you think comes out on top, as well as how you see the matchup playing out. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to stay updated with more fight news, analysis, and action-packed content coming soon.